play blank, blank 182. Lay around the house and daydream till the afternoon, thinking about the times that we had when this was all that we knew, when this song was still new, when this all was still new. We could play blank, blank 182. Summertime nights that we had, staring at the moon, laughing at our own jokes, acting like they were new. We'd only watch cartoons, but love and life is our tune. That we can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss our life. 'Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find life, love our very own. But we can play blank, blank 182.
We could play blink, blink 182. Drive around our cars and pretend that we never grew. Sneak out of the house every night. We were young and confused. We never made curfew. There was too much to do. We could play blink, blink 182. Chasing all our drinks with Red Bull and Mountain Dew. Hangover so bad we would sleep until the morning was through. Yet start again 'cause we knew that there was nothing to lose.
We grow, we'll look back and miss our life. 'Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find life, love our very own. But we can play blank, blank 182.
Seems right, it never was. We were just stuck into something. Time shows we let it go for too long. Go back, I never could. It wasn't what I was searching for at all. We've been turning upside down. Now things are stranger. Nothing's left to say. Too far gone to go back to that place. And I don't wanna feel that way. Coming home at 4 a.m., staring at the holes in the ceiling. Feels a little smaller now as I'm trying harder to breathe in. Lying in the sheets, caught up in between dreaming and a nightmare. Ghost in the machine, you're haunting my sleep, a familiar stranger. Loving can be so hard sometimes. Give me a feeling in the silence. I need you as my alibi to wake me up tonight. Nothing I change to make me right. Trying, but there's nowhere to hide. So I need you as my alibi to wake me up tonight. Waking in the morning, I can't hear you in the kitchen. Nothing feels right, and on my bed can't make me fit.
Alright, hello, all you beautiful people out there. How you doing? We're here trying to convince myself to get some work done by streaming it, because I can't not work if I'm streaming, right? Right? That makes sense. So this is Brain Slug, for anyone who doesn't know. It's a social deduction game I'm making. Similar to Werewolf and Mafia and other games, but the twist I'm trying to bring to it is that you don't know if you're the bad guy or not. It's kind of like the idea of the Severance TV show, where your memories are segregated between what you do like there versus not, and in this one it's do you kill or not. So the way I thought about integrating this is by everyone doing a kill action every night, but a system in the background randomly chooses whose kill action actually goes through. So if two players choose the same person to kill and that person dies, you know, one of the two players might have the brain slug in them, and you don't know which one. There's other reasons you wouldn't know which one. Like, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff running through my head because I was actually thinking about all the code I need to update right now. I wasn't thinking about the lore. But we have other roles where there's like a mad scientist that switches the brains. So two brains can get switched without the mad scientist knowing if one of them was a brain slug. We also have like a mayor that has 2 votes in the voting out during the day for, you know, normal people to win. I want to put in like a Joker. I want to call it the mycelial colony. That is, if it gets voted out, it wins because it bursts, spores go out, kills everybody, they win. But yeah, that's kind of the main thought. Right now, I am working on major UI overhauls. A lot of the functionality is already done, but now it's all broken because I started changing the UI. Because it was like centered around just being fully mobile responsive. So basically, sorry, I got a message. So basically, it was all working, but it just didn't look good. It didn't give you any like lore or instructions. This is my like attempt to give some instructions. I'm gonna get these instructions to be better soon, but it's not really what I'm working on. So right now, I can select a player name. It gives me the amount of players online. Create a lobby, join a lobby, settings. So info is the info you saw at the start, create lobby. Like, this is where I need to add in more settings. You need to be able to select the amount of brain slugs, which roles you want available, etc., etc. Join lobby right now is broken because of the new UI. I need to copy this input over to join lobby so that you could also join those lobbies. Other than that, if there were a public lobby here, it would just show up. So if I go Brain Slug, droid, so if I go join lobby, create lobby, this created a random lobby code. So that lobby's there, then I can join it. Then both players are in it. Something broke there. I'll have to figure that out while we're doing this too. Didn't break for this person, but that shouldn't be shown. Yep, there's something wrong on the player's side who's not hosting. The host is working right, and then see that player left. We can leave. All that stuff. That's all functionality-wise working. I'm just mainly working on the UI for everything. So that's why create lobby and join lobby used to be on the same thing, and I broke it out to a different thing, and I need the new code to be there. And then once you create a lobby, I want to change how the players column looks over here. Because technically, let's see here, I'm going to have to rig a couple things. Because that doesn't hide for some reason. So this should be a display none. I don't know why it's not right now. I'll figure that out later. And then they look the same. So now whenever, oh, and join lobby should hid. Something's really broken on the player side I need to look into now. I haven't been joining from that since I've been working on the UI. Because that should definitely be hidden now. Did you get a... No, you're not throwing any errors. That's interesting. So you should be hidden. I wonder why. I'll have to look into that. So, yeah. Only the host has the start game button. Whenever you hit start game, everyone gets the alert. Good morning, one of you has been infected with a brain slug. You have this countdown. Supposed to talk. Oh, who do you think it'll be? How are we going to figure it out? Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, you hit ready. I'm going to get rid of that clock flux every time everyone hits ready, but that's just something to do later. Then we get into voting. Now, I am also going to add this string colors to everyone and fix this player list. Like I say, this player list is the main thing I'm going to work on. Because right now, everyone is the same, but I want to add in the colors from J-Droid test from here. So like if you're the first person to join, you'll get the orange, second person the blue, and go down from there, because that's supposed to be colorblind tested colors. And yeah, so right now if I just voted for them and them, then it goes to night. We tied, so nothing really happened. And then it goes from night and on. So yeah, basically the main thing I need to do right now is fix join lobby, and then apparently fix whatever's going on with the UI whenever a secondary person joins. So the first part of this will be for this lobby code. Let's go down here. It's join game ID. Oh, I didn't paste in. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. So what I think I need to do is here, create game ID. I'm going to replace that basically everywhere. I like to click through and make sure. I know I could do a big find replace, but I like to click through and make sure I'm just not accidentally doing something. Like right here. Oh, the value's going down, but right. Oop. And I accidentally duplicated a thing. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Control Z. Save. That'll upload. Come over here. Save. 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 And then for good measure, I'm just going to put the whole thing. I don't know when the last time I have done that is. Wait a second. Alright, all that's done. Command Shift refresh. Alright, so now when I go here, it should still work. Everything fine. Yep. Create a lobby 1, 2, 3. Create lobby. Lobby codes 1, 2, 3. Okay. Lobby all still works. Now we just need to copy this exact same one. Into the join lobby. And this is where we gotta be more specific. So we are still looking for the create game ID, but we're going to be replacing all the functionality when hitting join, not when hitting create. So we're going to find all of those. We're going to copy this, and then we're going to go into here. So function init, local storage lobby closed. Who? So we need to add a secondary one here. Document get element by ID. Join game element value equals current game ID. Alright, so this one is load public lobbies. I need to set it here too. Document.get element by ID. Value equal game ID. Alright, create game. Yep, that should be using that one. That's generate unique lobby code. That's still from the create game. So we're good there. Join existing game. This is the interesting one. So that's where I think I want to switch these out. But that could break joining it when you made it. It could. We're going to have to look into that. Alright, clean up after leaving. How would that be display inline? Oh, because you leave and create lobby. Why is that? This shouldn't be here. Create lobby is displayed none. So let me test it right now. I create lobby, I leave. I go back to info. Oh, because then once you view them, they need to have been set. Okay, that makes sense. And this is gonna be join. Whoa, how did I? Okay. Join game ID. Okay. Copy this line. There. Hide lobby inputs. Yeah, this needs to get hidden whenever the lobby inputs are hidden. Join. Oh, I shouldn't have saved there. It has to do the FTP upload. All right. And then we're gonna add this one here. Bam. Nope. Save. 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 All right, so now, oh Siri, what's up? How you doing? Good to see ya. You still salty about my almost killing you with the bow and arrow? Or have we gotten over that? So with that update, we can refresh. You are? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'll have to find a way to make it up to you. I didn't shoot. I gave you a fish. I gave you a fish. So whenever we hit create lobby, lobby code's there. Join lobby, lobby code's there. So let's create a random lobby. Go into incognito mode. Brain Slugs. J-Droid. I'm doing well, doing well. Just trying to get some of this game dev done before next weekend whenever I'm starting to host some testings for this. I don't know if you saw the explanation in the server or whatever, but I'm making a social deduction game, kind of like Among Us and stuff. But the trick is supposed to be you don't know if you're the bad guy or not. But how are you doing after the Minecraft thing? You got any good streams coming up soon? Alright, so we see our Zoom. That's kind of funny. The random keyword gave that. Okay. Oh, it's not. It's just that font is horrible. I need to change that font. That is RZQDM. Would you have ever have guessed that is RDQZM? That's crazy. You have a collab coming up today, but you can't sleep. Oh, sorry. You're gonna stay up until you get there and just practice, or are you gonna try to get some sleep? Do you need me to sing a lullaby? I'm not gonna do that, but you know, there's I guess some sound things you could do. Oh, also you could song request if you need a lullaby. If you use !SR, you can song request anything from YouTube. So you can play yourself a lullaby there. Oh wait, you could play Marconi Union Waitlist. There you go. SR Marconi Union Waitlist. Yeah, so now that one's added in. So technically, Marconi Union Waitlist, if you look into it, is the scientifically most relaxing song in the world. They did it on like a collab with a bunch of doctors and stuff. It like gets your heartbeat going and everything else. Oh, you were jumping for do you want to try a boss battle with the avatars? You know, you got the stream avatars over there that can do boss battles. And then you also have fishing. If you use, like, I don't think it's too many channel points. I don't think everybody else could do the exclamation point. That's how I do it. But you can use channel points to fish regular. But okay, wait. Let's see if this works. So we're hoping when I hit this. Okay, it did work. We had the same problem of this not hiding on that join. So what that means is in the join lobby code. Hopefully we actually put this in lobby. Create game, join existing game. So here, we need to hide info dump, and we are. So we're hitting that join button. Where is it going through that it's not hiding the info dump? Join existing game. Look, I'm not crazy. No, info dump's the big one. We didn't hide left lobby. Okay, there we go. So we need to come up here to our left-hand nav. Cookie is saying hi. Who's Cookie? Is Cookie an animal? Cat? A dog? Or is it a person? A friend? Let's see here. So, okay. Your cat, nice. I got a big old fat cat. He is 22 pounds. He's an all black cat, and he is 13 years old now. He was born in July of 2012. So, and then my dog was born in July of 2013. Cat's name is Tesla. He's an all black cat. And then Kyrie, she's a Beagle White Shepherd mix. And she's dog. So if you see like the treat for Kyrie redeem and everything like that, that is because of her. Alright, so we need to display none this right here. Document, get element by ID. Dot style dot display equals none. Save it. Yeah, I have pictures of them in the Discord. Let's see here. Yep, there's my puppy, Miss Kyrie. That's Miss Kyrie. And these are other pets from around the Discord. And then that's Tesla. This is the plump Mr. Tesla. And this was him during Christmas time. And another angle of Kyrie. Yep. I forgot that I had those in the Discord. Let me put this back. Go back to the screen where you're supposed to go, please. Please snap. I hate the snap. All right. Works. So the join command should work appropriately now. So whenever I go here and I go here, let's refresh all of these. Actually, let's just leave Brain Slug. 0 players online, 1 player online, 2 players online. Creating the lobby. Click it. Makes me a random lobby code. Join lobbies. I click the lobby code. Oh, I broke it. What did I do? What did I break? I spelled document wrong. Where did I spell it wrong? On line 21, I spelled document wrong. Alright. Document is spelled right. Control Shift refresh. Join a lobby. Join that lobby. Something else broke. It just didn't register my change yet. Control Shift refresh. Join a lobby. And it worked. Alright. Oh yeah, this should be hiding. So we need to hide that on join lobby. Join existing game. Document.get element by ID. Join game button. Style.display equals none. Save. We're gonna close. I'm gonna close that one. Alright. Oh. Oh no, I logged in with my own username. Hang on. So I'm using Google Firebase for the background on this. This is a real-time databasing solution. So basically, like right now, while this guy is logged in, if I log in here, the active name is JDroid91. So the username is only... Oh, thank you for the alert, Siri. I'll see you later. So JDroid91 is only reserved while I'm online. If I'm not online, then the name isn't reserved. And then whenever I go through and like I create a lobby, it goes through and it makes the game in the games database with a whole game. You'll see here, it doesn't select a Brain Slug until I actually start the game. If I start the game like that, then it's going to update with who the Brain Slug is and everything. So that's kind of how the real-time databases work and how it updates between everyone's browsers instantaneously through a Google thing. But what I need to test right now is that the join functionality is working appropriately. So Control Shift, Brain Slug, Control Shift refresh, Control Shift refresh. This one will be JDroid. This one will be JDroid. Create a game. Alright, my code is this. Join a game. My code is that. Join a game. It worked. It hid that. Come back. It's not. Come back here. Click here for a public. Alright, we're good. So that's all working. I'll do a test. Ooh, I don't like that double. I'll have to figure that out. Hang on. If I go over here. Oh, wait. Shit. Okay. Refresh. Create a lobby. Join the lobby. Test. I bet there's only one here. Yep. It was because I left and then I came back. It double registered the event listener. So I need to deregister the event listener. Now it does it double. I could leave and then come back and it'll do it triple.
So are you okay with what?
Yep. So yeah, it's just re-register. It needs to delete the old event listener for chat when you leave the lobby. So I think that's an init. What happened to the music? All right. The deregistering. Okay, so we're looking at in our event listeners chat ref. We need to not do that multiple times. I might look into that later. Because a lot of things run through this. It's not as easy as just saying chat ref to off in the leave. Because I don't even think, like right now it's scoped to this function. Because function is kind of acting as the overarching like execution lines. So since it's not scoped to leave lobby in this other file, I don't know that I can without doing some object stuff. So let's see here. I'm basically... No, because it doesn't register that until you join a game. So it can't be up there. That's wrong. Lobby. When you join an existing game, snapshot exists, player child, then... Oh, it's just calling this multiple times somehow? Oh. I wonder if I can do this. This will be interesting. I don't know if this will work, but it could solve it. So if I do this, then back to the init, I really don't think this will work. Yeah, chat ref. I think this is going to break it. And that's a refresh there. Ooh, why is that lobby code not hidden there? I didn't like that. Create a lobby. Join this lobby. What is broken? I knew it would break it. Chat ref is not defined. But that's why if chat ref. Alright, so if chat ref does not equal. That's how I normally check this. It should totally be fine to do that. Yeah, I know chat ref is not defined. It's totally fine if it's not defined. We said if it's not defined, don't do this. Is it like this? There's something weird here with JavaScript. I think it's something like this. Because you got to check the type of, not the actual value. No, something is just completely broke here. Oh, type of goes in the front, doesn't it? Yeah. If type of chat ref does not equal undefined. Yeah, I think it's like that. So, Control Shift refresh, join lobby. Join lobby. Ah, we fixed it. Let's go. All right. Oh, well, we actually don't know if we fixed it. So test. Oh, shit. Also on leave lobby. We need to make sure. I could have swore that was in lobby leave already. Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure this is the error. Alright, control shift refresh. Lobby create. Join lobby join. All that's good there. Send. Only one. Now I'm going to leave. I'm going to join back. I'm going to join. Then I'm going to send. And if it works, there's only one. It didn't work. Alright, there's two. Alright. Did we get an error? Just the end is not defined. That error doesn't actually matter. So let me make sure that chat ref is. There's two of these listening. On child added snapshot action snapshot value. And they're not being removed on leaving of the lobby. Okay, so it's a problem of this. I just left it out of here. So if I did this, copy, paste, chat ref, remove host then. That should just remove the chat refs whenever you leave the lobby. Which also means I can get rid of whatever that last change I made was. Which was what? I was checking for the chat refs at the beginning of... Oh, where was it? Alright, so if I go Control Z... Okay, it's at the top of lobby. 127. Alright, so 127. I just don't need this anymore. That'll be turning that off. Control save. Fresh. Ooh, thank you for someone to ban at EX. Uberant thingy. Alright. Oh, and it doesn't delete the message from multi-chat for like YouTube and stuff. That kind of sucks. All right. If we refresh here, so leave lobby. Just refresh. Create a lobby. Join that lobby. Test. Oh, shit. I always forget about that. All right. Refresh. Create lobby. Create. Join lobby. Join. Test over here. It's only one. Now we leave the lobby. That shouldn't be over there. I'll figure that out. If I join it back, it's still doubled up. Have we gotten an error? Yep, chat ref is undefined. Hang on. Am I just messing up what I was thinking? Are the listeners? No. Alright, so whenever I'm leaving, I'm removing the game ref. Okay, so in the game, when we're setting up the game listeners, chat ref is up here. Chat ref on child added. Alright, you know what we do here? We're going to use the new power of AI. If I want to remove this Firebase listener later when... No, wait. Why is this? That isn't instantiated yet. Hang on, wait. Before we even go to ChatGPT. This is just defining what child added does. This doesn't start listening for it yet because you haven't joined a game yet. So when you join a game, it has to start listening. So join existing game. Player for child unknown. Set up game listeners. Does this require some action type chat? How is it not looking at all chats? That's actually what I'm a little bit worried about right now. I think I could mess with this in a way I never realized. So if I refresh that, I refresh this. Alright, let's create a lobby, leave a lobby, create a lobby, leave a lobby, refresh, refresh. If I do another incognito tab, do I count as a third user? J-Droid also. Okay, so now 3 players are online. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If this guy creates a lobby, and this guy comes in and joins this lobby, but then this guy goes in and creates his own lobby. If I do test here, it is only going. I kind of thought the third user was going to get... Okay. Yeah, they got you out of that. You can't rejoin your own lobby. Get out of there. Okay. So it's not doing that. I just don't see a check for if it's... Game ID. Okay, that's where it's all being set. So the game ID has to be set. Then it has to come over here to Firebase. And then final... Okay. I'm remembering now. Console... Here. So basically, whenever you call this function and the game ID is null, it just runs. But then whenever you have a game ID, it would then look for games status. Okay, wait. So if I do test, is that going to add an actions? Yeah, actions. Then it's looking for actions. That just says, hey, this user is the one who did it. Okay, so that's right. dbref. Okay, on child added. So this is what we're going to ask ChatGPT. Let's see if ChatGPT knows. I know it's like an off remove thing, but if this can just answer it faster, that'll be nice. Okay, so now we got to figure out why game ref is not. Okay, so hang on. We need to copy this. Copy. You need chat ref. Okay. The callback is not currently stored in a variable. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Not in a variable in scope for you. So is that a problem? It's just chat ref to on. Reference to chat. The listener is out of scope. Alright, that's the answer. So chat ref, this group, we go down here to lobby. Instead of doing this, we just bam. See what that does. I think this will fix it. That's uploaded. Leave lobby. Oh, did I accidentally get rid of my extra one? All right. Brain Slug. Command Shift refresh. Droid. Command Shift refresh. Create a lobby. Join a lobby. Test. Alright, now you leave. Oh, something's broken. Oh, current game ID, not game ID. Whoopsie. Save. Back to here. Control Shift refresh. Alright, now leave. Join. Test. Alright, looks like it's working. We are going to verify, so I'm going to close these. We're going to come back in here fresh. Control Shift refresh. Control Shift in for new. Brain Slugs. Control Shift refresh. This user comes in JDroid91. This user comes in JDroid. This user creates a lobby with a random lobby code. This person joins that public random lobby code. This person says test. There's only one message. This person leaves the lobby. That shouldn't be showing, so we gotta fix that. But if he were to join back into that lobby and this were to type test again, it is only shown once. It's not shown multiple times. So that problem is fixed. But when leaving lobby, we gotta make sure public refs are off. Why isn't it off? So let's see here. Leaving lobby. Oh, because alright, so you're not the host. That doesn't happen. Player display name, info dump left container, players container. I need to resort. I need to sort all of this code. What's up, Nico? How you doing? Well, I can say that I know more about Linux and computers since then. Nice. Trying to fix one weird thing right now. I'm trying to figure out why this section is still showing after people leave the lobby. I'm just going to display none it here, and it would technically fix it. Style display equals none. See, this leave function is getting a little too big. Oh, and your mouse is 1 year old? Nice. I do remember you having used your cell phone and everything as your mouse on Minecraft. That was still pretty crazy to me that you were able to do that. Alright, so again, we're just going to reset real fast. Brain Slug, Control Shift in. Brainslug.games, Brain Slug, JDroid, JDroid, create a lobby, join the lobby, test, we should see the word test once. That's nice. Now we leave the lobby. Oop, yep. Did I not refresh? I could have not refreshed. Hang on. Join lobby here. Leave. Nope. Why wouldn't... Okay, so this is being shown somewhere we don't want it to be. So I'm going to look for where I'm showing this and put in a check for whether or not I should do that. So paste, find all. Alright, submit player name. Transaction failed. That player name's already in use. I don't think this is where it is. But technically it shouldn't be blocked there. I feel like I'm going to regret changing that later. Alright, load public lobbies. So load public lobbies could have been called when we didn't want it to be called. I don't think it's the problem with this inline if. Try create game. No. That's in join existing game. That's fine. It's when we leave, it's being displayed. And it shouldn't be. So, how do I leave that? So let's see here. If I hit create, I hit create there. Join here. Whenever I leave, it's being displayed. So I go lobby here. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Document.get element by ID dot style dot display equals none. I'm going to save there. We're going to make sure this doesn't fix it with the other display block I got rid of, but I'm pretty sure it won't. Control Shift refresh, Control Shift refresh. Create the lobby. Join the lobby. Test, test, leave. It's still there. Okay. That's what it is. Join lobby is still visible. Okay. So we just do that. Alright. So that should fix it. Refresh, leave lobby, refresh, create lobby, refresh, join this lobby, test, leave the lobby. It is hidden. If I want to create a lobby, I could create a lobby. If I want to join a lobby, I can join the lobby back. When I join the lobby back, we need this to not say the word test twice. And it doesn't. Oh, we fixed the bug. That was an annoying bug. But it basically all came down to just needing to add child ref off right here. That's all it came down to. So not bad. So this can't go too small. Still got to do all the mobile responsive work on the site. But if I refresh here, create a lobby, join the lobby, test, start the game, both start, that's going. I need the clocks to not click away whenever I hit ready, but they do come back. That's just like a 1 second delay thing with timers that I can fix pretty easy. You hit ready, we're on to voting phase. Now, the next thing we need to do is change this players section over here. I want the players to be that purple, and then again, changing the color for every player. So that's what we're going to do next. And then, but, like I could vote for J-Droid, vote for J-Droid. Now we're in night. Leave. Okay, so next, this section is what we're working on. We're going to get this to look basically like these. So we're going to have players under a purple header there. And then we're going to section off each of the players' names, kind of like we did, but just taking up the whole thing. But then the background, at least, being the color of the player. and then switch between the colorblind safe colors that we had. So, first things first. Let's add a tag onto this H2 so we can put some CSS on it. This is in the left-hand nav. ID equals players title. We're going to copy that, save. We're going to go over to our CSS and then find our LI and add. No. There's a specific LI that's different for the navigation. Hang on. Header left, right here. So that slash paste there. Save. So now whenever I go back to here and I refresh, that's fine. It looks horrible. Okay, it's because it also needs to be this right here. Yep, alright. So players now looks like that. So you're here, you create a lobby. Players are listed here. The big thing now is switching between these colorblind safe colors for each player. So as players register, they need to register one of the colorblind safe colors, and then no one else should be able to register as that color. That's the bigger issue. Because, like, if you go back to here, right now, I have a role unknown, but I basically need to add color onto here. And then I need to query and make sure the color is unique every time I go to add it. And if not, grab a different one before adding. So, whenever I create the character when the game is joined, though, not whenever I create your character overall, because the colors are specific per game. So, join existing game, snapshot, role. Alright, this is where we gotta choose a color. Color. Choose safe color. Alright. Copy. Function, choose safe color. Alright. What am I gonna need for choosing a safe color? Let's just return color right now so that I can see the database being updated. Make sure that that's just all I need. So, leave lobby. Command Shift refresh. Create lobby. Here, come back to here. All those have been deleted. Players. Role unknown. Crap. Okay. Well, okay, because he wasn't in join. He was in the other ones. Okay, I know why. There's going to be an unknown up here. Let me just search for unknown, actually. Right here. Try, create game, role. Home color. Choose color, save color. Save. Alright. So now we'll leave this. Control Shift refresh. Create a lobby. Go in and check players. Yep, alright. So now I have the color of color. So we are getting that function being called. Now that function needs to choose the color based off of test.html's thing here. This isn't going to work exactly right yet because I'm going to have to pass it the end. And to pass it the end, I'm going to have to get the current number of players in the lobby. To pass into here. If I do this, I should at least get assigned the first default color, this like orangish one. Because it's just basically constantly sending 0, which actually it should be 1. Alright, so save. I think that's right. Let's see here. Leave lobby, control shift, refresh. Create lobby. Back to here. Games, players, droid. Something broke. Actually, nothing broke. Oh, I just gotta also put that up there where I didn't do it. Okay, in try create game, paste that guy, and copy. I don't like updating this in 2 different places. Not gonna lie, that's not great. Here, paste, save. Alright, now I should get assigned a color. Hey, I got a color. I don't know why it went like that. Only that. Should just be a color that. Why is it an array? Alright, what color is this? That's the right one. That's that orange. But why did it return it as an array? Okay. So I see something wrong in the choose color. So the choose safe color is just slicing from 0 to that. So if the answer here was 5, what's it going to do to the color? I think it's going to actually just completely melt down and fuck up. Pretty sure. So let's refresh that. Create lobby. Go here. I'm pretty sure I had a meltdown about this. Yep. Alright, so it assigned me 5 colors. Yep. So that choosing a color. Yep. No, wait. I fucked up. Alright. I don't like this. Because I need this generation thing. So current number of players in the lobby. There. I just need to not slice. I need to choose your current in. So basically you're returning safe palette, bracket, current number of players in the lobby -1. That should fix that error. So now the 5s wouldn't matter. It should return 1. Well, let me make sure that that's right before I just assume it fixes it. So Control Shift refresh. Create a lobby, go there. Uh-oh, I broke something. Oh, it's no longer in. All right, Control Shift refresh. Create a lobby. It's all good. Go here. Games, players, me. How did my color get to that? It's not even a color here. That doesn't make sense. So hang on. If I did this, would I get nothing? Because it looks like it generated the color instead of selecting from the array. If I did this, leave lobby, deletes lobby, Control Shift refresh, create lobby, create lobby. Go here, go here, go here, go here. Weirdly enough, I did get the exact same color though. Oh no, I'm not looking at it right. That is the right color. I put 5. I thought I put 1. I thought I put 1. Okay, it was right the whole time. All right, 1, 1. Get rid of the comments here. All right, it's right. So now it's going to give me that orange color. So create a lobby. Come back here. There we go. The orange color. Now the trick is whenever I call those, I need to update this number. What's the game about? The game is... Here's the about section. It's basically like playing Among Us or Mafia or any of those games. Really, Werewolf is the closest one. But it's supposed to be you don't know if you are the bad guy or not. So at night, everyone votes on someone to kill. And you don't know if it's your vote that went through or someone else's vote that went through. And you got to kind of play through and see who it was that is infected. And then there's some other roles that like switch brains at night of people and stuff like that. And then I'm trying not to use too much AI art in it because I want to just pay an artist. But until I get them, I have made a little bit of art. Like the Brain Slug up top. That'll get remade once I can pay an artist for it. Like Town of Salem. I don't know that I know that game. I haven't heard of that one. But no, it's nothing like Town of Salem. It's completely original, completely new. No one's ever heard of this. This is all mine. Of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone's done a riff on it. I haven't personally seen it done, but, you know, there's enough werewolf riffs out there that probably someone has done something similar. Alright. So, now we need to set the background for us to our color and get the current number of people. So, here's the big thing. If you're creating the game right here, you will actually always be number one. So we don't have to worry about that. We just got to query the number of people in the lobby right here. So let's nope. Export JSON. Open that JSON. Go to ChatGPT and have him do it real fast for us, so I don't have to think about it. All right, we have a Firebase real-time DB that looks like this. I want to get the current amount of players in a game based on the game ID, like in the example. All right, so we need a player's ref, which we do have there. We're gonna copy this. Paste. All right, we get rid of that. Then we got to paste all this into there. I think that should be good. And then that should give us a new color based on which number we are that joined. No, wait. What's this? Yeah. I don't need to overwrite that with 1. Alright, control save. Let's make sure that this works fine. Leave lobby. Control shift refresh. Create a lobby. So now I should be... What's the color? Where are my colors? I should be this top foo one. I am the foo one. So now if I get another one in here, brain games, this one should become 56, whatever the thing is. Submit name, join lobby, join this lobby. So now if I go over here, nope, he got foo. Okay, why did he get foo? Let's leave the lobby. Let's command shift refresh. Make sure it just wasn't that. Join the lobby. Join here. Nope, he still got foo. Alright, so... Here... Oh, wait. But that still wouldn't fix what the issue was. That still wouldn't fix... It should be that, but... I mean, I think that should work. Because you're in the joining existing game. He did join with unknown. The color safe color should have been this. Oh no, the -1 is already right there. Hang on, let me just do this. Alright. Exit. Exit. Command shift refresh. JDroid 91. Create a lobby. What color am I? The wrong one. Alright. So that's where the -1 was right here. Wrong one to refresh. Command shift refresh. Create a lobby. Join the lobby. Look here. Players. Okay, I have the foo. Okay. So I'm right there. That should be right. That should produce a new color every time there's an extra person joined. So create the lobby. Join the lobby. Why are we both foo? Hang on. I see the problem. Now it won't be foo, but it'll be wrong when I join. Yep. Alright, so this just needs to be set to 0. Alright, then that'll fix everything. So now we exit this. Exit that. Reopen everything. Command Shift refresh. J-Droid. Create a lobby. Create the lobby. Look for my name in the players. I am Foo. There we go. For the colors. Now this should be like 56 something for the colors when this one joins. Yep, 56 B4E9. Let's go. Okay. So the colors are switching and changing there. That's good. Now I need to set the backgrounds of these to that color as it's selected for them. So here what is it to get an LI? Get object based off data tag JS. It's something like data dot, like data set something. Is there a document get elements by ID type function for data sets? All right, I'm going to ask it one more time, and then I'm not going to keep going with it, because I know I can do it without it. It's just being a little dumb. Nico, you said something. I'll check it 1 second. I'm trying to move a notepad out. But it's giving me some issues. All right. Please go up here and join that. There we go. There we go. Troy, do you have any ideas on what you should do with your old PC? It's still here, just without storage. I mean, not necessarily. Is there anything you want to do with it? There's like different things you could do with it. You could turn it into like, I mean, depending on what you're doing, you know, if you're doing any art stuff, you can turn it into a rendering machine. If you're doing any like web stuff or Minecraft stuff, you could turn it into a like Minecraft server or like other game servers. Without storage, it's going to be hard to do anything with it. But if you put storage on it, you can turn it into a NAS system. There's lots of different things you could do with it. So hang on. So using JavaScript, I want to get I don't think this is going to answer it. I'm just going to do it myself. Okay, here we go. Bam. And then I can go copy element dot back or style dot background color. Background color equals that. Let's see if this works. I would be interested to see. Player ID. Alright, let's see if this works. Doodly-doo. Leave the lobby, refresh. Create a lobby, create. It broke. Oh, because it doesn't exist yet. Ooh, that makes sense. Okay. Hang on. I guess it has to happen down here. Think that'll work? Yep, that worked. Alright. So now whenever he joins, now I'm gonna have to work on the inner color too, which kind of sucks. But brainslug.games, droid, join this lobby. It didn't work. Okay, that's because the reloading of the players list that recreates the LIs right here. Needs the color. Cons players, snapshot.value players. Okay. Li dot style dot background color equals player dot color. I think I made it dot color. Is it colors? And I messed up and shouldn't have done it. Color. Okay. Player dot color. Save. So let's leave that lobby. Let's close this one. Let's close that one. Oh, I fucked up. Boop. Alright. Back in Brain Slug. Command Shift refresh. JDroid 91. Submit my name. Create a lobby. Now I'm in orange. Control Shift new. Brain Slug. JDroid, submit my name, join a lobby. Now I'm orange and blue, let's go. Alright, so now we have all the colorblind safe colors working. So basically it's going to cascade down based on these colors here until you get to 20. And then whenever you get to 20, it starts generating colorblind safe colors. Ooh. I now need to make a dark color for each of these. So if I hit start game, and then we ready up, and then for voting, the voting now, like that isn't a big change. It's a big change for this one. So like if I create lobby, join lobby, start game, ready. But see, if I vote over here, this is a big change because it goes to the blue. But this one isn't a big change because it's already blue. So I need to find highlight colors for each of them. Oh, that's going to be annoying, but I can do it. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of what I wanted to be able to do today. Oh, wait. Why are things not colored? What happened? So wait. Okay. It's orange. It's blue. Start game. They're still orange and blue. Ready. We're still good. I know what happened. After voting, I set them instead of to their own colors because of the clicking. I set them off. Okay. I know why that's happening. That is a little bit bigger of a fix. So in game, resolve votes start night. It's gonna be somewhere in here for basically whenever it's done. Yep. They are normally called what? Players list, probably. Harry, what are you doing over there? So that's clearing your players list, setting the right colors. So it's getting all the LIs and setting their background colors to nothing. And it really actually needs to be setting it based off players ref player. So right here's the problem. I need to be setting that player's background color based off of the player's reference. But I'm also not seeing us inside a player's reference right now. There is one up here. So let's go back here. Have to get it based on the player ID. I have the game ID. I guess I have... Okay, the player ID is off current user UID. So... here... Let me use AI again. I don't want to write this little Firebase command. I hate writing little Firebase commands. Real-time database. Players. Alright, blah, 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 blah. I need to get a player's color based on their player ID from a Firebase real-time DB that looks like let's see what it says. All right, right here. Copy. Don't need any of that. Really, actually don't need any of that. I just need this. Come up here. And for that to go here, paste, get rid of that. Alright, that should work. I don't like having the asynchronous part right there in the middle of the loop, but that means there will be a little jump to the colors, but I don't necessarily think that'll be the worst thing. So leave lobby, Command Shift refresh, Command Shift refresh, create a lobby. We are orange, join a lobby. We are blue, start game. Okay, ready up, ready up. I vote for you, I vote for you, and this one's right, this one isn't. So, what's the other wrong part here? It didn't take off the active. Hang on. So on this one, J-Droid is the problem. Oh, I had to have errored. Okay. Okay, I errored. That's what happened. I was like, something doesn't add up here. It doesn't work like this. Alright, join lobby. Kyrie, what are you doing? Alright. Players ref. Oh my god. Alright, where did I put that? Players ref. Save. Leave lobby. Control Shift refresh. Control Shift refresh. Create a lobby. Join a lobby. Start the game. Ready up. Ready up. Vote for you. Vote for you. And we still got an error. No, we didn't get an error. So this is not the right place. I don't think this is right. Or to do this. And call it player ref instead of players ref. Player ref. Players, player ID. Go there for the color, save. Alright, this might fix it. Leave the lobby, Control Shift refresh. Go here, Control Shift refresh. Create a lobby. Join a lobby. Start a game. Ready. Ready. I vote for you. You vote for me. Still not doing it. Player ID is... Oh, that's where I needed to get the auth ID. Alright, save. Leave lobby, leave lobby. Control Shift refresh. Control Shift refresh. Create a lobby. Join a lobby. We're both here. Start the game. Okay, ready up. Ready up. I vote for you. You vote for me. Why do you hate me, game? Okay. No way. Okay. So I need to do this. No. What? Oh, this sucks. Getting that color is actually a bigger deal resetting it up than I realized. I'm gonna have to fuck with a lot of shit. Style dot display equals or background color. So basically, whenever you get a color assigned to you by joining, I'm gonna need to save a hidden value input on the page so that any of these can then go back and reference that easily. So let's do that. The color's only chosen in 2 places. Start game. Nope, lobby. Alright, a color is chosen here. Alright, document dot create element input I'm gonna have to do this up here. I don't want it in the asynchronous call. So right here, hidden color equals document dot hidden color dot type equals hidden value equals there. hidden color dot value there. Okay, so then document dot get element by tag name body 0 dot append child hidden color. Save. All right, now I need to add this to when you join a game as well. There. Now that it's added in both those places, when I come up to here where I was at, I should be able to equals document dot get elements by ID. I didn't set the ID, so I need to go back and do that. Hidden color dot ID equals hidden color. Wow. All right. Copy. Hidden color dot ID equals hidden color. Copy here. Document dot get element by ID hidden color dot value. Control save. All right. That should fix that final problem here with the colors. Leave lobby, control shift refresh, create a lobby, join, I'm orange, join a lobby, I should be blue, I'm blue, start the game, it starts up for both of us, ready for me, ready for you. Now we need to vote. So I'm voting for you, you're voting for me. And it messed up. It made everyone, so it has to query the color for each of them. Ooh, okay, so I did completely just mess this up. Like, where am I getting the player name from then? All right, so we're going to change this and get rid of everything we just did. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of this. All right, save. All right, we're changing that to actives there. Getting rid of these hidden colors here. Save. So now, whenever you vote for someone in the game, instead of changing that background color, I'm just going to give it a class of active, and then the class active gets that background color. Alright, so leave lobby, create lobby. Here, create, join. Start game, ready. This is my voting phase. All right. 280 of game.js. All right. Right here. Said this dot class list dot add active, and I need this color. Save. Then I'm gonna come over here, save here, and then I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna find player list. Main, left, right. Alright, so it should be just player list.active, right? That's what. There we go. Players list. Pound sign players list li dot active. Background color is this. Important. Save. Right, so that should now fix the issue. Almost positive. So close those, reopen, Control Shift New, Brain Slug, JDroid 91, JDroid, create a lobby, join the lobby, start the game, ready. I can vote for you. I don't like this, actually. Something didn't work well. And for some reason, the names were flipped. All right, so hang on. So, create a lobby. I'm JDroid. Join a lobby. Why am I suddenly flipped on the names now? It wasn't flipping like that before. I mean, is it a problem? No, but is it super weird? Yeah. Why did the... What did I change that could have done that? All I did was in game right here. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know that I like that. I don't like it just randomly switching on me. Alright. So now if I vote for you, why didn't you get the thing? You are classless active. Shit. Alright. Your class list active. Why didn't the important work? Alright, so it shouldn't have been this. That's the only thing I messed up. Other than the, also again, the players randomly switching for no reason. Alright, control shift refresh, control shift refresh. Create a lobby, join the lobby, I'm there. Create a lobby, join the lobby, I'm there. Alright, start the game. Okay, okay. I'm gonna vote. Oh, ready, ready. I'm gonna vote for you. You're gonna vote for me. There's no way. Why didn't it remove? Something here missing. Right here. Okay, so 67. Oh. Duh. Every time I think we've got it and we're getting closer and closer, it feels like we get farther and farther. Alright, here we go. Control shift refresh, control shift refresh. Create a lobby. Join that lobby. Start the game. Ready up. Ready up. Voting, voting. Voting for you. Voting for me. Alright, now we moved on and we're good. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't like that the players list just randomly decided to flip for no reason. But that's at least all the things that I wanted to get done on the UI today. There's obviously more things I need to do. You can also do this. And if I wanted to... Hang on. Private lobby. 1, 2, 3. Create the lobby. Then I go over here to join lobby. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. Join lobby. And the code is 1, 2, 3. Join the lobby. And still join. Alright. So the joining the lobbies is working. I think that's good enough for tonight. I'm gonna go through and do a lot of gameplay stuff tomorrow. I just have been messing around with this. I don't like that. Why is it doing that? Alright, I need to find everywhere that's hidden and then make it different. But anyway. Yeah, settings needs to be a log out. It needs to be like a streamer mode so that whenever you join, these are hidden if you're in streamer mode, stuff like that. But alright, that'll be it for today. Let's go over here, see. Let's see here. Oh man, my phone's dead. I just noticed it. How did I let my phone die? Alright, let's just raid into mono because she's on. Alright, /raid mono. Mono Zuki BT. That's gonna work. Is that gonna send you the right person? It is sending you the right person. Alright. Yep, that'll be it for today, guys. I'll see you all later. Thanks for popping in. Like I say, we'll finish up some more of this game stuff basically this whole week, because we have testing lobby starting next weekend. So that'll be fun. I'll see people there. Talk to you later. Bye.
did I